Thanks again for joining us on Season 2 of Depression Baby. Don't forget you can get the entire audiobook of Depression Baby for free, along with a free month of Audible, the world's premier audiobook service, at raybrodgers.com/audible. Depression Baby. Stories about growing up in Appalachia and other things, too. With my dad, Ray B. Rogers.
On August 16th, 1929, I came into this world kicking and screaming. I reckon that made me a depression baby.
Depression Baby is a World Songs media production. Brought to you by Depression Baby the book, available in Kindle, paperback, and hardcover, and now audiobook at raybrodgers.com. Today, Ray talks about a lost art that had me a little concerned.
This story came to me in the middle of the night, and I got out of bed to write it down before the details left my mind forever. It has been my purpose to convey to everyone who listens to this podcast some little personal details of what life was like in the South, and in particular, a peek at the culture of the Southern mountains. This lost art was practiced extensively during the Great Depression, when folks didn't have a lot of money to spend on entertainment. Fellow Americans just about everywhere got involved in this endeavor, and some became deeply addicted, even as small children, and carried this addiction with them into their senior years. I've heard reports of older couples seen rocking vigorously in their chairs while enjoying this lost art. Some people would participate with their neighbors down the street, while to others it was mostly a family affair. It has been rumored that folks over in Alabama practice the lost art with their cousins, but I will not pass this rumor along, because people are always picking on folks from Alabama and Mississippi too. Most people used to wave at friends passing by in their pickup trucks while this was going on, but since cell phones and texting became in vogue, they don't get a wave returned. Lots of families and friends go to the back side of the house to make this practice more intimate, while some folks prefer the side of the residence where there are a lot of bushes. However, the front porch is the most widely used location, and the activities there are observed by God and everybody. If there is a glider available, that makes the lost art more enjoyable, and this applies to a swing as well. Maybe it's because of the movement involved, but that becomes a personal preference. I've been told that the lost art is in demise and that air conditioning is the reason. This certainly has a ring of truth. Along about now, some of you may want a little more detail regarding the lost art. Well, just have a little patience. I'm a-fixin' to tell you. And I even hope that someday you will become as involved as I have in the lost art. Well, here goes. What the lost art was porch setting.
Well, that's a relief. I was worried there for a minute. We hope you enjoyed listening to this episode of Depression Baby. And if you did, my dad has one important request. If this podcast brought a little smile to your day, would you please consider right now subscribing for free to the podcast and kindly leaving a nice 5-star rating and review on iTunes. You can make the difference in getting Depression Baby in front of a wider audience and help preserve this disappearing legacy. Also, you can get the entire audiobook of Depression Baby, the complete stories, for free at raybrodgers.com/audible. That's AUDIBLE. Thanks to our audio and musical contributors, including our friend Lobo Loco. You can find out more about him and all the rest of the music and audio in the show notes at, you guessed it, RayBRogers.com. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on Depression Baby.